Our story is one of adventure, honor, and intrigue. Our story is one of steel and shadow. Treason. We join our heroes on the wall of the gallows, overwatch of the hangman's veil, having just been accused of the wretched crime. An unfamiliar knight is their accuser. Amnoth calls down to the man, Sir Gareis.
Treason? How is this decided? Without trial or testament, what authority does Lord Glane have to name us traitors?
The Lord Marshal's authority is absolute and stems from his king.
We were sent by the king to negotiate peace with the Nazmen. We were waylaid by armored men, same brigands that slew the horse lords. I took a wound in the escape. You have been misinformed, my friend.
You are no friend of mine, sir, and as I see it, unworthy of the title you bear. Come, force yourself upon the lord of these lands no longer, and face your fate.
They are under the protection of the lord of these lands, and will do no such thing.
My lord, no. You must not risk yourself.
Dalren, what have you learned of our host?
This is too much. He cannot do this.
Dalren, focus. The decision is not ours to make. We must act while we have the time. We both know we've done nothing wrong. You said it yourself. There's something afoot, and we must figure out what it is. Some hidden hand guided Sir Gareis to us. Now, I need to know. Can we trust the Illmontes?
I'm not certain. The rumors about them are true. They can see into the minds of others.
You know this.
The Lord spoke my very thoughts.
Then he has seen that we are innocent.
I don't know, Amnoth.
The two knights think for a moment, and the wall falls silent. The young Sir Gareis calls up to them again.
Come, sirs. Tarry no longer. Make no mistake. You will meet your end here, be it on the block or dangling from the noose.
Young Gareis, you'll find no compliance here. You speak a man's word with a child's voice. Begone from my doorstep and slink back to Weston or where you belong.
You would cast your lot in with them, hangman? So be it. Prepare for battle.
You would turn your sword on your countrymen? On your brothers?
You are no brother of mine. My way is just, sir, and I act as the marshal's hand. Your fate is decided.
And with that, the young knight turns and rides back to his company of soldiers. Lord Illmont turns to the knights. So it begins.
Begins, my lord?
Long have I seen the forming divide, and now it comes to a head. Prepare yourselves, good knights. Guardsmen, seal the gate. The gallows will not fall to this child. The castle prepares for battle. The gates are closed and locked, armor is donned, and Lord Illmont's men ready themselves for a fight. In the hustle and bustle of preparation, Amnoth meets the Lady Illmont in a supply shed.
Sir, are you well enough to fight? Has our priest tended your wounds adequately?
Yes, my lady. He wove a spell over me, and praise the Creator, my injury was mended almost entirely. What of yourself? Where will you spend the battle?
On the wall, with my husband.
My lady, it would not be safe.
For me or for you. You think my sex should determine my place on the battlefield. You, sir, are older than most knights I've met. Should that decide your position in a fight?
I meant no offense, my lady.
Of course, sir. You speak only as you have been taught to speak. My husband spoke as you did once, but over time he learned the strength of a woman. Our daughter, Endra, has the strength of my foremothers as well. You will see it firsthand should she return from the south and we survive the battle.
I look forward to seeing your strength then, my lady, though it saddens me to see battle come to your doorstep, regardless of your sex.
Battle is always at our doorstep, sir. The East is a rough land, but my husband and his own are hard men. I have been hardened by this land. You will be too, should you stay.
Where do you call home, my lady?
House Eltalon hails from Hopenfast, sir, in eastern Daelor.
My lady, I will not hold that against you.
And with a smile, the knight leaves the supply shed for the wall, where he meets Dalren and the Lord Illmont, deep in conversation.
You still have time, my lord. Send us out to Sir Gareis and you will not be harmed. Save your men's lives. Think of your wife, my lord. This is not her battle.
It is my battle, sir, yet you fail to see that. You do not see that we are at the turning point, that history is being made now. in this very moment. Would that I could see the machinations of the true traitor's mind.
Of whom do you speak? My lord, please.
But Amnoth interrupts them with a point. They gaze out over the rain-washed vale, through the downpour, to a column of men moving swiftly towards the castle. They bear 2 standards, Gareis's 3 purple flowers diagonally descending on a green field, and the marshal's white dagger on a black field.
What are they carrying? Dalren, look.
Ladders, Amnoth. And a battering ram, it appears.
Good sirs, man the wall north of the gate. You will find Captain Ferris there. My lady and I will hold the wall south of the gate with our guard. Go, and welcome no enemy into our home. The 2 knights nod and pass through the thin line of men atop the wall to their designated stations. There, Captain Ferris meets them. He is an older man, grizzled and scarred.
Thanks for joining us, sirs. As you can see, we can use your swords on the wall. We're lacking in numbers since young Lord Carangar left for the exile lands out east.
No matter, Captain. We'll show this upstart the bottom of our boots.
We're vastly outnumbered, Amnoth.
I know that, Dalren. You remember how to swing your sword? And do as the Lord Illmontes says and let no man atop these walls.
The column of men on the field below draws nearer and splits into 3 groups. As they close the gap, they form ranks of shield and crossbow and begin firing upon the gallows. Lord Illmontes calls for his men to return fire, and the battle begins. As missiles are exchanged, the outer 2 flanks approach the wall.
Ladders!
Gareis's men begin to hammer against the gate as 2 ladders are hoisted up to lean against the stone wall. Dalren and Amnoth spring forward to push one off, but already a number of enemy soldiers are climbing up, weighing the ladder down.
Here they come. Steel yourself, brothers.
As the ram batters away at the gate, the men climbing the ladder reach the top. The knights join the fray, drawing blood and sending Gareis's men dead to the plains below. The fight rages for several hours when Gareis himself, clad in wet mail and a gleaming great helm, emerges from the ladder. He jumps onto the parapets and engages Amnoth in combat.
Your treachery will end here, coward. The Marshal's justice will take you all.
You do not know your own betrayal.
While the battle rages on around them, their swords clash the loudest in a fight for death and justice. All fatigue is forgotten as both men wail on the other, each blow with the strength and intent to kill. The 2 men are oblivious to the shouts of their comrades and to the breaking of the gallows gate. Ringing blows fall like rain until finally, under the older knight's onslaught, Gareis's sword shatters and he falls to his knees. Amnoth levels his weapon.
Your authority is broken, sir.
Mine is that of the Marshal.
Then it is false.
In a single fluid motion, Amnoth cuts off his enemy's head. Gareis's lifeless body falls to the stone floor of the parapet. Over the next hour, the remainder of Gareis's troops are either slain or allowed to escape. The gallows took heavy losses, yet still prevailed. Dalren, Amnoth, and the Lord and Lady Illmontes meet on the blood-stained parapets. I am glad to see you both alive.
And you, my lord.
My lady,
What of us, Amnoth? Where do we go?
where we belong. At the king's side.
And so, as the rain continues to fall over both living and dead, the 2 heroes accompany the Lord and Lady Illmontes back into the gallows keep. What will befall them? Find out in the next episode of Steel and Shadow.